Hey guys, how's it going? Here's your review for your test that you have tomorrow. Follow along, do the problems with me, and then at the end see if we get the same answers. Alright, so first here, it says to find the area of the trapezoid. So one thing that you're going to have to remember for this test is that the formula for the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times h, and h is our height. So, let's see here. Oops. And again, so area is 1/2. Now, either one of these can be our basis. It doesn't matter which one we use since we're adding. I'm going to use 9. So I'm going to have 9 plus 6 times our height, and our height is 3. So area is 1/2. 9 plus 6 is 15 times 3. And now what I was saying in class, and what I would recommend that you do, is 1/2 of 15. We know that that's not a nice number because it's not going to go in evenly. So I'm instead going to do 15 times 3, which I know is 45. So then I have 1/2 of 45. And then I can figure out what 1/2 of 45 is, which if you split it in half is 22.5. Then we have to remember our label of centimeters squared. This one we're going to do the same thing. So area is 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times h. So 1/2 base 1. Now, remember that for a trapezoid, the bases have to be a pair of parallel lines. Parallel means that they will never intersect if you extend these lines as far as they can possibly go, which in this case, that would be 3.5 and 4. Also, if you extended these lines at the 7 and this diagonal line here, they would eventually intersect somewhere down here. So our base 1, let's say that's 3.5. Let's say our base 2 is 4. Our height is 7. So I have 1/2 of 7.5 times 7. Now for this one, you're actually just going to have to do some multiplication. So we have 7.5 and 7. Remember, when you multiply with decimals, move everything as far to the right as possible. That's 35, 49, so that's 52. And then you count how many spaces you have behind. So my answer is 1/2 of 52.5. And then we actually need to divide that in 2 to get our answer. And that is going to be 26.25 meters squared would be our answer for that one. All right, so here I give you all the information that you need. So our base 1 is 14, our base 2 is 12, height is 8. So my area is 1/2 of, what would that be? That would be 26 times 18. 1/2 of 26 is 13 times 18. So our area is going to be, let's see what 13 times 18 is. 4, 2, 10, 0, add them. So I have 234, and since it didn't give you a unit or anything like that, you would just put units squared. All right, moving right along. So this one says find the area of the trapezoid with the given dimensions. So it's the same question as the last one. So 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times your height. So 1/2, my base 1 is 6, my base 2 is 5, and my height is 11. 1/2 of 11 times 11. So my answer is going to be 1/2 of 121, which would be 60.5, and then again, units squared. All right, this one says to figure out what is wrong with this picture. 1/2. So I can see right away our formula is 1/2 base 1 plus base 2, but then it was never multiplied by the height here, 8. So as long as you would say something around those lines, that would work. All right, so here we have another trapezoid. I'm going to write out the formula for it, which should be how all of you start. 1/2, 12 plus 7 times 3. 1/2 of 19 times 3. I'm just going to do the 19 times 3 first. 19 and 3. So that's 57. So I have 1/2 of 57, which I know 1/2 of 56 is 28. So 57 would be 28.5 centimeters squared. All right, so this one says to draw the polygon, and you need to label each point. So I have 4, 2. So we're going to say A, 4, 2. And then I have 6, 5. That's B. And then C is at 2, 3. And then when it says draw, that means you need to connect the lines. So your shape should look something like that. All right. So this one says to do the same thing. So I'm drawing again. So 1, 6. And then B is at 4, 6. C is at 6, 4. And then 3, 4 would be D. Connect my lines here. And there's my shape. All right, draw a square with an area of 16 units. So remember, area, that is the inside. So it's really just the squares. So if it says a square, you know that all the sides have to be the same. So the only one that will work is a 4 by 4 square. Because if you multiplied 4 and 4 together, as my formula is base height, that would get you 16 units squared. All right, for this next one, it says find the perimeter and area of the polygon, and it tells me where I'm going. So W is at 2, 2. X is at 2, 7. So W, X. Y is at 5, 7. And then Z is 5, 2. Connect my dots. And then I need to find the perimeter and the area. So area, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and 3 up top. So my area is going to be 5 times 3. So my area is going to be 15 units squared. Now my perimeter, remember, that is just around my shape. So what I'm doing in this light or green color. So I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So my perimeter is 16 units, and we don't square it since we didn't multiply anything. Same thing over here. We're finding the perimeter in the area. So H is at 3, 1. I is at 3, 6. J is at 8, 6. And then K is at 8, 1. There, 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 and there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that has to be 5. That has to be 5. So it's a square. So my area is 25 units squared. My perimeter is going to be 20 units because 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 gets you 20. All right, so throwback here. We are finding the mean, median, mode of the following numbers. So our first step here is going to be to put our numbers in order from least to greatest. So I have 6, 9. I'm going to cross these off as I go. 10, 12, 14, 16, 19 is the order of them. So the mode is the number that I see the most. I don't have one since I see everything once. So my mode, I'm going to put none. My median, that is my middle number. So I'm going to cross off until I get to the middle. My median here is going to be 12. My range is my biggest number minus my smallest number. So 19 minus 6, that is 13. And then my mean, that's the one where I actually need to do some math. So I'm going to add these all up. 6 plus 9, that's 15. Plus, let's see, we'll just call this 22 because that's 10 plus 12. So 15 plus 22 is 37. Plus 14 plus 16 plus 19. So 37. Actually, 14 plus 16, that's a nice number because that's going to be 30. So I have 37 plus 30, which is 67 plus 19. 67 plus 20 is 87, so I have 86. And then I divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, divided by 7. So 86 divided by 7. 7 goes into 8 one time. Goes into 16 twice. That's 14. Subtract 2. So now I need to add a decimal point and bring a 0 down. So 714. That's okay. So I would say my mean is around 12.2. These one says use order of operations. So remember, in order of operations, I have my grouping symbols up top, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. And those go from left to right. So if I look up here at my grouping symbols, that's my bracket. So I'm going to go inside my bracket and see what I do first. So I have parentheses inside my bracket, so that definitely needs to happen first. I'm going to have 6, and then 4 times 72 minus 63 is 9 divided by 3. I still have brackets since I'm not done with what's inside the brackets. So I have multiplication and division. So remember, you just go left to right. So the first thing that comes is that multiplication. So I have 36 divided by 3. Still not done with what's inside the brackets. 36 divided by 3 is 12. And now I can do 6 and 12. And remember, if there's no sign, that's multiplication. And 12 times 6 is, let's see, 72, I believe. So that'd be my answer. All right, don't forget how to do this stuff. It can show up on a test, and it very well might. Good luck tomorrow. If you have any questions, as always, you can come in before school to ask me. All right.